What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the bottom of the map in the green color, playing as Odin. His name is Rappel. He's from the team Uncrappables, the Uncrappables. Now, you make of that what you wish. UCA is the team. His partners today in the blue color, playing as Poseidon. His name is Matrius. In the yellow color, playing as Hades. His name is Dormantis. Their opponents today, Rule Britannica. I think that's the name. I could be getting that completely wrong. In the top side of the map, in the purple color, playing as Loki. His name is Evil. And his teammates over here in the teal color, getting super unlucky with this spawn here, playing as Kronos. We'll talk about it a little bit later. His name is Odin King. And finally, rounding out this team, actually not that unlucky, spawning in the right side of the map, playing as Uranus. His name is Grass and Groom. The map is Anatolia. And I was going to say that this spawn is super unlucky for the Kronos because you have a 33% chance of spawning on the outside, or 66% chance of spawning on the outside, 33% chance of spawning on in the pocket. And Atlantean has this big fat citizen that costs 3 population and are effectively worth 3 villages. And in order to get your dock set up, you have to send that citizen all the way over to the side of the map in order to make that work. And you lose out on a lot of resources to do that. So like one thing that, if we talk from experience here a little bit with the old boys, we played this game very recently, and we had the Kronos on our team, but we saved our vetoes for that game, and we actually got 2 vetoes and managed to get our Atlantean on a flank instead of in the pocket to give us an advantage, but so too did our team manage to get their Atlantean on the flank as well with their veto, so everyone ended up happy in that game. But this game, obviously, the ideal position here would have been the Loki in the pocket and the Atlanteans on the flank, but they don't get that one here. Whereas team UCA decides, you know what, we're not even going to risk the Atlantean in this game. We're just going to go for 2 Greeks and a Norse and be happy regardless here. So map is Anatolia. It's going to be a spicy one. I love Anatolia. I think Anatolia, as well as Midgard, some of the best creations for Age of Mythology. I think that you can get some really, really wacky games in these tournaments on these maps, because you get so much really interesting strategy. Normally, what happens is 2 players go for water, 1 player goes for land on these sorts of kind of hybrid water maps. And normally it's going to be the Norse players that do that. Now, unfortunately for Evil here, he's on the flank and he's by himself. So what I would have done if I was Team Rule Britannica here, I would have sent the Kronos villager up to the top side of the map, had the Loki player build the dock in the backside here, or maybe in the backside, have the Kronos player put a dock here, start fishing up over on this side, and then slowly time shift down over here to control the front, and so that Evil could go land here with Mass Hersa. The reason for Mass Hersa being so good is because effectively Hersa are economy if you're Loki, because they can spawn myth units. So you want to be getting as much economy playing as Loki as you possibly can. So getting those extra myth unit spawns and all the speed that comes from it, the strong survivability that Hersa have as well with Hall of Fames is another thing that comes from it. So all of those reasons make Loki the best to stay off of the water here. We are seeing Freya coming through. Everyone's starting to advance now. We are seeing Grass and Grim with a fairly quick advance. But what generally does end up happening here from most players is they want to go for like a 15 fishing ship or an 18 fishing ship archaic age, so that in the classical age they have got enough food so they can do whatever they want to do, whether that be go for 2 town centers, fight hard on water, go for a hybrid fast mythic, go for some sort of a full land rush. All of these things, all these options are available to them. As we are seeing Matrius, he does get a forward temple here, and he's also going through Hermes. So ceasefire going to be available. Early centaur on the front here for Matrius is going to be a thing, as we're now starting to see Grass and Groom's Prometheus moving forward here, as the forward temple has already come through for Odin King. Does he have himself focus? Not getting focus just yet. Focus is the technology which speeds up your unique technology to Kronos, which speeds up the oracles just a little bit. Gives them a little bit of extra damage as well if you're playing on extended edition. So definitely a technology worth grabbing here, as the oracles do spot this centaur over here. Immediately going to be chasing that one away, but too little too slow. As the Promethean now going to start getting taken out. The Bareems rowing in onto this position, going to be trying to take out those fishing ship, but they're going to immediately retreat back as Matrius going to be attempting to defend here. A little bit of number disadvantage here as the Bareem going to be moving in onto this position. The Ulfsar coming through for Rappel to help defend this position, as well as those Trireme. Very smart to be going after those land units. Their nice shockwave coming through for Grass and Groom here, as the Trireme are going to be getting taken out. Grass and Groom trying to push through here as best as he possibly can. As those Trireme coming out, there's a beautiful deconstruction coming through as Matrius says, no, we're not dealing with this. I'm gonna cease fire. I'm gonna get my dock back up. I'm gonna start defending this position as best as I possibly can. As now, as Odin King gonna have to think about a different place to go here. And we'll see how things are going to eventuate right now. Taking a quick look at what's happening up on the top side of the map. Let's see exactly what's happened here from Evil's early game. Evil, he's only gone for 12 fishing ships. Let's see exactly how big of a disadvantage he's going to be. And it looks like both players have gone for relatively low fishing ships in the Archaic Age in favor of more of a safe early game here. Not going to be playing into anything too risky, as Hersa are also getting built by Evil as well as this is all going on. So very, very safe early game here from UCA and from RB at the start of this game. So no advantages to be found, but I think that we'll find that Demantis will probably be able to find an advantage here relatively early, unless Evil can get a relatively fast Heroic Age through Njord here, giving access to the Kraken. It's pretty risky to do that. Normally, you don't want to go through Njord as Loki, but sometimes it's the right play. As the ship's still pushing forward here, we will be seeing that Centaur get sniped down. Nice play there from RB here, as they're going to be pushing through. As Matrius is trying his darnest to hold on over here, as it looks like Rappel has just said, you know what? Screw water. I'm going full land. I'm going full Ulfsar. He's going to have the longest time to himself here with the fishing ships, not having to deal with anything here, as Matrius is doing his best to try and hold. He's got double docks here shooting, or triple docks here shooting arrows, holding against that onslaught that is Odin King and Grass and Groom here, but it looks like he's getting pushed back, and the Ulfsar are all on top of Grass and Groom's villagers. One villager kill there. 2 citizen kills here. This is absolutely huge coming through from Rappel, as he will be able to take that one out. Not only this, I think I've got this. Maybe I do, I don't know. But not only this, but Rappel also has got access to Njord, so he's going to be able to get Kraken out to help defend these positions here, as well as going to have access to immediate Walking Woods, which will be able to cast basically Walking Woods are siege weapons. They deal crush damage, so they're going to be able to completely clean out Grass and Groom's main base if Grass and Groom doesn't get any units out to defend this one. As Matrius here is trying to hold this one as best he can. He's going to be sending his fishing ship in here. This is so smart. This is very StarCraft-esque, where you're getting absolutely run over, and instead of keeping your workers in defense, you send them in to tank damage so that your units can actually hold for longer. Beautiful play here for Matrius, but nice micro from Grass and Groom and Odin King to keep this fight going, but it looks like they're just not able to clean up Matrius's forces here, as they're going to have to retreat back, and Matrius somehow manages to hold 1v2 here, as Rappel says, I don't care. Time to get 2 town centers. All good. No problems here. 2 town centers is completely fine. Demantis over here, he's going up through Aphrodite for whichever reason. I'm surprised to see Aphrodite when he's got access to Apollo. Aphrodite gives access to Curse. Curse can't really be used on Loki because Loki uses heroes. Curse basically only kills human units. So surprised to see no Apollo here. Apollo could be a very, very useful thing to either give over to Rappel or to give to Matrius at some point, or even if Demantis wants to use it for himself here. As the Odin King, Grass and Groom units sitting back here. Rappel 3 town centers Tons of units here moving in. Odin King not paying attention over here. Going to start taking down these citizens incredibly fast. We are seeing Bragi coming through now for Evil. So that's going to be absolutely huge here. And a whole bunch of extra upgrades coming through for everyone as the citizens retreat back. Beautiful play here from Rappel thus far. Still no heroic age from Rappel. Obviously 3 Townsends is going to slow that one down quite significantly. This citizen here has been caught out. Will it get to the banner in time? And it does manage to get there, keeping that one alive. Rappel going to have to retreat away. We see more Ulfsark coming in onto this position over here. Rappel has made a really, really smart decision here to go Ulfsark because it is effectively multiple Atlanteans. Atlanteans don't get access to any type of counter infantry in except for kind of useless Karabalista. So the Ulfsark are going to be able to clean up majority of what the Atlantean can produce until Fanatics essentially come out. Maybe Arcus as well, but Fanatics definitely, as now Rappel is going to be searching over here. Maybe going to go after the Loki just a little bit as Evil going for a second town center. Both these players here playing incredibly defensive, not wanting to take any fights over on that side. Just allow Rappel to effectively carry Team UCA home. Another citizen getting taken down here by Grass and Groom as Matthews trying to push in, not playing too aggressively just yet. Sultan 4 are coming through for Evil immediately here as Artemis is coming through immediately from Demantis. Demantis going for that semi-fast Mythic we were talking about. A light defensive play from the Trireme. Going to be getting himself arrow ship cladding. This is effectively what I would like to call the S-tier Greek strategy to be used on those hybrid water maps. Demantis executing it incredibly well here. Going to be hitting the Mythic Age around about 12 minutes into this game. Very nice play here. Another town center coming up for Rappel as Rappel just says, yeah, I'm just going to get 4 town centers. Why not? By 11 minutes. It's just standard Odin shenanigans here. 5 town centers. All right. Rappel doesn't care. Rappel's just, yeah, I'm huge. I haven't been touched just yet. And I'm just enjoying life here, playing Odin and taking away Evil's back town center, and there's nothing you can do about it. As a market has been dropped by Evil, obviously, maybe not obviously, but with the assumption that Artemis is coming, you do have to go 2 town centers as Norse in these situations. If you don't, then you get earthquaked while you go into the Mythic Age a lot of the time, and you end up with 2,000 resources. As now the heavy trireme are going to be coming through here versus non-heavy longboat. So this is a huge advantage right now for Demantis in these fights. Arrowship Cladding gives 20%-ish extra HP, I believe. 20 extra HP, 20% extra HP, plus 10% extra damage. So that's going to clean up all of these longboats here of Evil. And Evil's going to be very, very upset about this one. As meanwhile, huge shockwave coming in. The Karabalis are doing tons of damage. We are going to be seeing Rappel retreating away as the town center is up over here, forcing Odin King onto this position to try and take it down. He's going to lose a lot of units to tower fire, but the town center will end up going down there eventually there. As Rappel coming through, trying to surround this one, as we do see a big earthquake coming in, cleaning up Odin King's base here. Odin King loses literally everything. I mean, he's got a counter barracks, practically everything here. Counter barracks and temple remaining. All of the mana's down. 1 mana here. He's got a long way to go to recover here as Rappel is just living the dream here. We're seeing the Trireme pushing through, trying to take out these Bream as best as they can. There's not much going to be left over here as Odin King and Grass and Groom pushing in onto this position over here as we see the Ulfsarks coming in, going to try and take down the settlement, preventing this one from coming back up. The citizen are completely open to losing their lives here. 1 citizen going to be going down. Tier on the way for Evil, though. This could be enough to hurt the economy and maybe clean up 1 enemy player here is the idea. We're starting to see Hephaestus coming through for Demantis. He's playing this one too well. Odin King decides in that moment to tap out. Grass and Groom taps out. Demantis casts Restoration, casts Curse, and Evil says, I wanna stay in here until I cast Winter, but in reality, he's just wanting to click it to say, I did a thing as well, guys. But he does end up tapping out there in that game. GG, well played by UCA. Just stock standard, super clean play here from UCA Lizards, showing exactly why the meta is the meta. Demantis on one side plays the perfect 1v1 strategy. Rappel on the other side playing the perfect land-only strategy. And Matrius in the middle here defending like a crazy person against a kind of offbeat strategy trying to be executed here by Team RB. Going for the mass ships, trying to win the water is very, very tough against someone as good as Matrius, but also Poseidon is just a powerhouse defensive unit there. Now, the ways in which I think this game could have been slightly different could have been, obviously, Odin King going to the top side of the map, duoing it up with Evil, protecting Evil, fighting against Demantis, and defending Evil's base so Evil could do effectively what Rappel did here. And then if that's the case, then things could have been a little bit different in this game, but that was not the case. The game is over. UCA gets 2 dubs, and I believe that puts them on top of their group to be leaders. RB still have a few games to play, I believe. So we'll see if they can get the 2nd or 3rd spot in their group. If you guys enjoyed this game and enjoying this tournament, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next game.